Welcome to Mirror Domain's Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. And indeed, this is a live news show for movie fans where we talk about all the trending movie news headlines of the day. Without the sidebar today, I thought we would fly a little bit free today because it is, well, as you can see, guys, I'm wearing the Maple Leafs because it's the Leafs day. It's, come on, we got to beat the Lightning this postseason, hopefully, and the playoffs start tonight for the Maple Leafs. That's why I'm wearing this. I was also tempted to wear my Avalanche jersey, but hey, I can. Avalanche goes at like 10 o'clock tonight, so maybe I can switch. So we'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, if you're not a hockey fan, then you don't really know what's going on with the jerseys and stuff like that, but I am a hockey fan, so there we are. All right, guys, it is going to be a fairly raw show today. As you can see, I didn't put up the sidebar because it just felt like, well, hey, there's just no point. And I realized that I'm going to have to fly with no monetization either, because a new trailer for The Boogeyman dropped yesterday. I haven't watched the trailer yet, so I thought we would watch it now. The Booger Man.
When there are scary things we don't understand, our minds try to fill in the blanks. Sometimes the best thing to do is to face it. So This light is going to be completely solid like it is right now. Then gradually, it's going to start flashing until it's totally dark. So you can see like that there's nothing to be afraid of.
Putting them in a trance?
Okay?
The mind of Stephen
See?
King.
That's not so scary, is it?
No, that's
just
not too
you,
scary.
your sister, and me.
That creepy smile doesn't help either. No?
You're doing okay. It's not real.
Look into the closet. Oh, that's creepy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Ooh. Yeah. That's why you always sleep with like the doors closed, right? You don't sleep with an open door.
It's all just in your head.
Both on your closet and to your room. Because you do invite entities into your space. This is a lot creepier in tone than that first trailer, right? The music helps. This was in the first trailer where she looks underneath the bed.
There's something in my room. You believe me, don't you?
There's no such thing as monsters. You need to grow up. I'm serious, Sawyer. I need to be alone.
Jump scare. June 2nd.
You're both having these manifestations.
What is this supposed to be? It's the thing that comes for your kids when you're not paying attention.
David Dismalchin. Okay. Yeah.
Dad, you have to listen to me.
Okay. I'm listening.
You know that there is a creature.
Sweetheart, let me handle it.
Yeah. 19. The Boogeyman. Okay. Directed by Rob Savage. Yeah, I like the tone of that trailer a little bit better. That one was a little bit more traditional in the sense of movie trailers, right? The first one was kind of like trying to be new age, show us the monster, show us the jump scares, but that had a much more of a traditional flair to it. And I like that. I appreciate that. Arglass says I'd be out of that house so fast. Yeah. But I like that angle that she can see it and people don't believe her. That's traditional. But let's take a look at what some of the people are saying in the comments. I love when they put little kids in danger in horror movies. Yeah, that's a tired trope that we see over and over again. This trailer is fantastic. They use music and humming is literally perfect, especially when you look at how it's cut up in editing. Okay, that's a little bit long-winded. I'm not going to finish that. No, that's a good trailer. Can't wait for it. Goosebumps. So yeah, people are resonating with this trailer. Sophie Thatcher is incredible. So proud of Sophie Thatcher, so quickly becoming one of my favorite actresses. Sophie Thatcher, is that the young girl? Let's go over to the IMDb and take a look at that just to make sure here. Sophie Thatcher. Who is she? Is she the older one? Okay, so that's the older one. Vivian Blair is the younger girl. Sophie Thatcher must be the older sister that says, "Go back in your room. I don't believe in ghosts. Grow up," kind of thing, right? Yeah, and there's a new poster that came out yesterday too. We'll take a look at that kind of stuff more on the Horror Weekly Roundup on the weekend. As far as the trailer went, good. June 2nd. I do appreciate a good horror movie in the middle of, at the start of summer, I suppose. Yeah, she's in Yellow Jackets, says A. Weaver. Okay, Sophie Thatcher's in Yellow. I only watched the first episode of Yellow Jackets. Okay, her face does look vaguely familiar. Okay. So she's in 16. Okay. Fascinating. Well, good trailer, guys. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. No, that's not the entire show. That's just in case I'll probably cut it out and put it up on the channel later. Blair is becoming a common surname or anything to Linda Blair. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't like to well, I guess we can click on her name. I don't think there's going to be any relation to Linda Blair. Maybe. She's an actress, producer for... Oh, yeah, she was on the Obi-Wan series, right? She was the young Leia. I'm sure if we pop that out to the wiki, again, we'll find out more about who she is. Come on, tell us who the parents are. If it was related to Linda Blair, I'm sure that would be announced like right up here. She has practiced Taekwondo. Like that would be like one of the headlining things, right? Her relations of like who her parents are. I'm not seeing any indication of that. I'm just not going to sit here and read her wiki page. Yeah. But yeah, that's the girl that was the young Leia. So that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. All right, what's next? Guys, this is not a... maybe we'll... let's see if I had... Yeah, this is not one that... this is not a good story. But I got to talk about it. Jonathan Majors in Manager Entertainment 360 part ways. Actor facing domestic violence allegations in New York City. He was arrested last month. Yes, we know this. The first trial hearing is supposed to be early May, but I guess his entertainment agency, his representation they've parted ways. So people are starting to distance themselves. Remember, the lawyer for him came out and said that we've got undeniable evidence that he's innocent. And then those, well, everybody looked at those so-called emails that were kind of like, or the text messages that were supposed to like prove his innocence, but it actually was pretty damning, to tell you the truth. So yeah, it proved that there was some kind of physical altercation. Guys, we kind of have to sit on our hands with this one. The agent, his talent agency stepping away from him, that's not a good sign. Yeah, that's not a good sign. And on top of that, people will be running with, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to recast Kang? The recasting of Kang is an easy thing that can happen because he's in the multiverse, so it's easy for somebody else to come in and replace him. Biver says there. Some say Damon Idris will replace Majors. And yeah, you can just make an easy, quick explanation. The recasting is not going to be a huge issue. It's a question of will they recast him, right? Marvel isn't having conversations about replacing Jonathan Majors following the arrest. Again, I think they're just like us. They're sitting on their hands, waiting to see what happens. But I'm sure they've got a contingency plan in place. Is okay, if he's found guilty or if he pleads guilty, then obviously we can't work with him anymore. We can't have this guy out promoting kids movies. That's just not going to fly. And just as his career was starting to go up, yeah, you're going to have to come crashing down. Now, this is something that you can rebuild from, though. Maybe like years down the line, if it comes out on both sides that there was some mutual violence, some people will forgive, but it won't be. You won't ever be superstar status. You'll be like in smaller films, and it's just this is the kind of thing where if you've got a fallback, like if you went to school, you went to college for other things other than acting, and that's why you need to have fallbacks, right? Like that's why they tell people who go into sports have a fallback, because you never know if you're going to make it or not, and you're going to need to have a plan in the backup. And that's exactly what I'd be saying for Jonathan Majors, is that hey, it sucks, man, but well, we don't know the full outcome of the case, and I'm not going to sit here and defend him, knowing that it's yet to be proven. So it's kind of like gotta wait to see where it is, right? Yeah. Arglass says such a promising career, and all are leaving him to face the music. I hope he's found innocent. You'll know who his friends are after this. Well, the thing is, too, yeah, I just don't want to go on here and like champion him to be innocent and no matter whatever, because I'm not his family or anything like that. That's what family members have to do. It's just kind of like, I also don't want to say that he's innocent and whatever when I don't have the facts myself, right? And to go to bat for him and find out that he is guilty later on, that's just not what you want to do, right? Anyway, it's a story that's developing, and as I said, I think it was May 5th was when he was supposed to appear in court. So we'll have to see, and that's just in a few weeks, right? Yeah, that's just such a delicate story. It's one that's just kind of like, it's a shame that it had to happen. Huge Lord of the Rings trilogy flaw pointed out in shocking fan edit. Oh, shoot, I was going to watch this one but first. So I have no idea what shocking, what is this? Shocking flaw pointed out. What's the shocking flaw? Lord of the Rings trilogy, but it's every scene where two female... Oh, is this meaning that it doesn't pass that test where the girls are not talking about guys? Not? What is that test called? Where if you've got two female characters talking, and if they're only talking about guys or something like that, then that's normal, or that's not. Yeah, Bechdel test. Yeah, Bifer says. Is that what they're saying here? Why is this? Oh, yeah, I can't have that music on there. That's Lord of the Rings. I don't know what's going on with Screen Rant. They're okay. So, what? I don't know what the heck that is. Though it's just a clip of somebody putting a. It's playing the Lord of the Rings music here, guys. This is on Lord of the Rings official. Where's Mom? Okay, so that's all it says. Every scene where two female... Is that the only scene where two female characters interact? So when the young daughter there says, where's Mom? Okay. I don't know if that's a big flaw. Is that the only scene where two girls talk to each other in Lord of the Rings? Huh. I'm just trying to pull it out of my head. Galadriel was always with dudes. There was no other females around. It's possible that that's it. Yeah, that's... Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, as I said, I just pulled things at random here. All right. The other big story today is going to be that Superman legacy story. Yeah. A. Weaver says Bechtel test is one, at least two female characters, two females interact with each other, and do they talk about something other than men? Yeah. Yeah. I won't really say that that's a problem, but it's a common thing that happened a lot. Um, really a lot. I guess it failed the test, so what does that mean? Well, it just means that there's no scene in there. Like, whatever suits the story. That's what I say. Um, yeah. Well. Superman. Legacy starts pre-production. James Gunn says costumes, production design, and more are now up and running. So, if they got costumes, well, you have to have a fitting for a costume. Does that mean that a casting is underway? Yes. Starts pre-production. James Gunn says costumes, production design. And despite the fact that he says he has no idea who's going to be Superman, I don't believe him. I don't buy it. So Superman Legacy is due out 2025. But production is going to start, well, pre-production is starting now. So that means that maybe they'll start shooting this fall. That'll put it on track for 2025. So James Gunn wrote in alongside a photo on his, I guess, whatever. I'm honored to be part of the Legacy, he said. Superman Legacy script cover page. Okay, do we got a script cover page there on his social media? I'm honored to be part of the Legacy, and what better day than Superman Anniversary Day to dive fully into pre-production on Superman Legacy. Costumes, production design, and now more up and running. So I guess they're just, well, maybe pre-approving costume design, like, hey, this is what I want, this is what we're going to use, this is not what we're not going to use. I suspect that they won't use the pajamas, the pajama bottoms on them anymore. Yeah, or like the, what is it, the tidy, or the underwear on the outside of the costume. They're not going to use that anymore, but I would think that they wouldn't. You want to see the underwear on the outside of the costume again? I don't think they're ever going to go back to that. That's old. Yeah. So, yeah. Superman Legacy production. Now, some popular Superman fan cast becomes Clark Kent in epic legacy characters. Who's this? Who's this person? Wolfgang Novogratz to play Clark Kent. So somebody's made a mock-up, I guess. Yeah, everybody's been thinking about who can play. Well, there he sort of looks like him, maybe, right? Now, this is just a fan trailer, so I don't really want to play on it too much. Using some footage from Brightburn. That's from Smallville, right? That was the Smallville costume. That's from Man of Steel. Yeah, so it's just an amalgamation of stuff with the actor that they would like to see in there playing Superman. I've given up trying to look for possible castings. Wolfgang has my vote. Yeah. Who will be cast? Yeah, that's going to be the speculation of today. Who's going to be the Superman? Okay. Well, if they're starting pre-production, and as I said, costumes, you're going to have some idea of a body type or, size of person that you would want. Production design, it's only a matter of time. And you know that he's got an idea in the back of his head. He's just never going to tell us, right? Any Jean-Claude Van movie. Oh, yeah. Where girls talk to each other. Yeah. Yep, lots of action movies. Doesn't matter. Aliens doesn't, though. Right up off the bat, the female pilot talks to Vasquez, and they don't talk about guys. She's like, who's Snow White? Right? She asks about Ripley. So there you go. That's one that doesn't. One of my favorites. Star Wars. New Hope. Does it pass? Does Princess Leia talk to any other females? No, I don't think so. Anyway, that's a game that we can end up playing for hours, probably choosing what's next. This is kind of, ooh, I don't know if this is going to be how people are going to. So they were going to try to remake The Raid, but in like the North American version of The Raid. Tom Hardy is all bloodied up in The Raid director's new action movie Images. Now, that's only The Raid director, right? Yeah, so that's not a remake of anything. This is just the director. He's making a movie with Tom Hardy. Yeah. Why did I... just the way that they worded that in The Raid directors. Like, yeah. Got me confused. So, director Gareth Evans. Tom Hardy is going to be in this movie. What's it going to be about? Well, the upcoming movie, who's best known for The Raid. Yeah, we know that. Next Netflix movie, Havoc, revolves around a police detective who fights his way through the criminal underworld to rescue a politician's son. Okay, wow. Tom Hardy? We like Tom Hardy here. And, yeah, up for that. New Instagram looks at Tom Hardy in Evans' upcoming thing. So this is just a Fighting the Underworld. So I'm getting a little bit of like Taken mixed with like Man on Fire kind of vibe. Oh, or maybe what was that one with Joaquin Phoenix where he's got like he beats that guy with a hammer? You were never really here or something like that. Was that one? What it was called? Something like that. A little bit like that, right? Where he goes out and he tries to find somebody. Yeah. Well, that's a cool team up from the guy who made The Raid and Tom Hardy. I don't think we got a production date on this yet. Okay, so there's a wider shot, him holding a cup of coffee. Okay. Well, yeah, we know that Tom Hardy can do the action. Havoc film. And we know that that guy can direct action. So I'm looking forward to that. Greetings. Things take time. It would something. Great things take time. It would something like a masterpiece. What? Great things take time. It would something like a masterpiece. Again, what's with these weird things that get me like really confused? Yeah. Havoc. Netflix movie, huh? Havoc, Netflix movie. Let's see if that's up on IMDb. 2023. Timothy Oliphant is going to be in that. Cool. Chris Ober says, I just watched the official trailer for Boogeyman. Well, we just did too, right now, like 20 minutes ago, right here on the show, man. You can just hit the rewind button and go over there and check it out. Havoc. Story is set after a drug deal gone wrong when a busted detective must fight his way through a criminal underworld to rescue a politician's estranged son while unraveling a deep web of corruption and conspiracy that ensnares his entire city. And Timothy Oliphant. Oh, Forrest Whitaker is going to be in this. Cool. Luis Guzman. Just saw him as Gomez Adams, right? Jesse May Lee. Tom Wu. Patrol Cop. Okay. I like that cast. Forrest Whitaker, Timothy Oliphant. I guess Timothy, or who's the bad guy? Is it going to be Timothy Oliphant or Forrest Whitaker? Either one. They both have played bad guys before. And we got some other set photos here from this Havoc movie. There's the stunt team, right? Oh, that's him in the edit bay. Okay, that's his editing bay. Bloody Wall, Tom Hardy. God, Ghosted must be coming out soon, I suppose. Okay, Havoc. Interesting project, man. I'm gonna have to check this out. See how it says Venom on the side there? You know, Tom Hardy does like the Venom character. He does. Looks like he was working out there for like, that looks like a production shot from Warrior almost. Huh. Anyway. Cool, man. Yeah. You Were Never Really Here. Yeah, good movie. Tom Hardy looks bloodier than Denzel and Liam Wood. Yeah. Havoc. Interesting. Okay. What's next? Sylvester Stallone to star in action comedy set in a retirement home for spies. Never Too Old to Die. What? That's the name of the title of the movie? Never Too Old to Die comes courtesy of Amazon Studios as part of Sylvester Stallone's first look deal. A retirement home for spies. So it's his version of Red, basically, sort of, right? And he's got to go on one last mission or some kind, maybe. Okay, described as an action comedy, Never Too Old to Die sounds like a perfect vehicle for Stallone. After a mysterious murder within a retirement home for spies, a Cold War hero embarks on a personal mission to find the assassin living among them. Could that possibly sound any more perfect? No, that sounds right up his alley. Yeah, Never Too Old to Die. Paramount Plus, is that what it's going to be on? Tulsa King's on Paramount Plus, okay. Yeah, we're going to see him again in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Grumpy old spies. Yeah. There's angles that you can play with that for sure. Like they've done, like Taken was a version of that. Well, not Home for Spies, but like the retired dude who has got like all these special skills, that kind of thing. Okay. Stop showing me the pictures of that pizza. Chris Schober, Prehistoric Plant 2 teaser trailer just dropped on YouTube. We'll go take a round at YouTube in here just a little minute, in just a little bit. The Russo brothers would love to direct the new DCU's Batman movie. Well, who else threw in their hat to the ring for that recently that got people excited? Not Mangold. Somebody else just came up with, said that they would like to direct a Batman. Yesterday, wasn't it? It was yesterday, right? Wicked Images, no? Maybe it wasn't yesterday. Could have sworn that it was. The Brave and the Bold, right? To introduce the Dark Knight. Bruce Wayne is going to have a son, Damian Wayne. We don't get asked a lot about DC characters. Obviously, James is over there running it. Yeah. So Joe Russo says, obviously, James is over there running it. Would be a no-brainer. We love him to death. We would love the direction that he's going to take that world in. We know it's going to be inventive with it. And favorite DC character. I mean, man, there's so many good ones. I always answer based on the comics I collect as a kid. And so he's just saying that he's a big fan of the franchise, Anthony Russo. But it's hard not to answer that. Here's how you know we haven't actually gone literal about it, specific about it, because yeah, Batman would be a favorite character for my entire childhood, but obviously it's been very well explored. So they're saying that they would step up to direct a Batman movie. Well, who wouldn't? Like, it sucks that we won't ever see that Ben Affleck version of him taking on Deathstroke. But the Russos, they'd be competent enough. We know that. They handled like Infinity War and Endgame and stuff like that. Everything else outside of the MCU really hasn't landed for them, though. But it is a comic book franchise, so maybe, yeah. Maybe. Why is Disney remaking Moana? Oh, yeah, all right. I forgot to put up that poll again. Shoot. Yeah, I'll have to do that later on. My apologies. I was going to put up the poll for next week. Next Tuesday, we'll be watching another Grumpy Man reaction. Hopefully, I'll have the audio fixed this time around. Yeah, Moana performs incredibly well on Disney Plus. So people are watching it on Disney Plus. That's why maybe they're figuring. Maybe they've been using that as a launching point, as a trigger for them to say, "Whoa, well, lots of people are watching it on Disney Plus. Let's make it a live action." You know what? That sounds exactly what's happening with it, with Disney Plus. Um, yeah, that passed the sniff test. Disney is running out for sure of live action remakes to hit. Yeah. Well, we know we're getting Moana. We're getting Little Mermaid in just a little bit. They just announced Aristocats is going to be live action. I feel like there was another one that was going to be live action. I forget what. It wasn't Ratatouille. I forget. Was it Hercules? No. Lady and the Tramp, Pinocchio. Yeah, dumb. Peter Pan is getting one. Treasure Planet, Black Cauldron, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah, I don't think you can do Hunchback of Notre Dame live action because if you really do, was it Osimodo or whatever, the Hunchback? If you make them, like kids will be scared of that in real life. Dwayne Johnson wants to change the balance of the power in the Disney universe. Well, the thing is that he tried to take control of the DC and it didn't work. Yeah, Snow White. Oh yeah, Snow White. A Weaver says, yeah, that's the other live action, Snow White, with Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot as the evil queen, which I'm still curious about. But the set photos of the costumes didn't look good, so I'm not holding my breath for that one. City on Fire movie trailer just dropped. Oh, thanks, Chris. Yeah. Yeah, we watched the trailer for Cocaine Shark. What, on 3 weeks ago? Yeah, it's low budget. But yeah, that's why they're making live action Moana. I just think that it's all starting to implode on itself. There seems to be like a collective pressure on Disney projects that I don't know why they're going back to this well. Why can't you just do a sequel, a live action sequel? You don't have to do a fresh take on it. Does Moana wrap up in a way that you can't have a sequel? Yeah. I'll put it in the poll, and that'll be up on the channel later on today, guys. And I just forgot to put it up last night. It was my bad. Yeah. To Catch a Killer plot cast release date revealed. I'm a Shailene Woodley fan. I really am. And after the Divergent series kind of crumbled to pieces, I was kind of bummed out. But you know what she's been doing? Well, a part of from like her humanitarian work, she's also been into producing stuff. She's putting her money back into it, and she's done stuff like Adrift, which I thought was a really cool movie. She's got a smart head on her shoulders. She really does. Especially when she was going out with Aaron Rodgers there for a while, right? And then you heard about like just how collected she was during that breakup process. It was kind of like, wow, she really is smart, and I respect her a lot. So what is this new thing that she's in? To Catch a Killer, police thriller. Now I thought this was going to be a series, not a movie. But what happens when a police officer is transferred to the FBI because of the organization believes that she has got what it takes to track down someone terrorizing a city for seemingly no rhyme or reason. Okay, so it's like it's a cops and robbers. Yeah, not to be confused with the 1992 film. Okay, with the same name. So what do we know? That after a killer terrorizes Baltimore on New Year's Eve, the local police and FBI try to uncover any information they can put the killing spree to an end. The Bureau believes Eleanor, an officer with local police department, could find something they can't in little evidence attached to the case. Oh, okay, because she's probably going to have some expertise with a neighborhood or people involved in it in some kind, right? Yeah. Catch a Killer cast. Well, we know Daisy Ridley's, or not Daisy Ridley, Shailene Woodley's in this. Additional cast members: Ben Mendelsohn, cool. Jovan Adepo, Ralph Ineson. Oh, we just heard Ralph Ineson in The Pope's Exorcist. Rosemary Dunsmore. Release date: To Catch Killers for theatrical release. So it is a movie. April 21st. Everything else we know. Well, that sounds interesting. So that she gets called upon by the FBI to help solve this case. I'm hoping that it's going to be of the tone of kind of like a Red Dragon, or like Silence of the Lambs, that kind of feel. That's what I would want for her. For her, oh God, she would have been an awesome Clarice, wouldn't she? Oh wow, cool, man. I know that people didn't like the Divergent series, but I liked it, and she was going to be MJ in the Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield, because she did film scenes for the second movie where she was going to be Mary Jane, but those scenes got cut, which kind of sucks, because that I've seen outtakes of her with acting with Andrew Garfield. That would have been an interesting thing to see. But yeah, To Catch a Killer. Do we even have a teaser for that? Let's go over and take a look. Maybe a teaser came out and I didn't see it. Looks like we might have
Every
something.
sunset is a sign to eat reset.
Of course, we got a commercial break. But this is a trailer for it. If this is indeed the trailer, I don't know. This could be just a fan trailer, maybe. Vertical elimination.
We have an Olympic class marksman running.
That looks legit.
Every shot found its mark. No casings, no brass, not a single fingerprint.
Start recording. Get every face on video. Get him on your phone.
He didn't come here to die. And he does not want to be found. We're gonna disappoint him.
That's Ben Mendelsohn. So he's like the police captain,
People,
right?
they're just born plain evil.
Evil is cutting off a bird's wing just to see what happens. This guy is swatting mosquitoes.
Why'd you say that thing about mosquitoes?
I don't think he's looking for destruction. I think he's looking for relief.
What's your name?
Or
However that goes.
he's the FBI guy that recruits her, right?
Just stay.
I'd have to ask for your transfer.
I'd be working for the Bureau.
You were rejected by the Bureau. It was your psycho that did you in. Aggressive, addictive, antisocial. This is the profile of people we arrest, not hire. I think you got talent. I need you to use it as fuel to bring me something new. Now.
Ben Mendelsohn is,
On a spiral of
he's
destruction,
awesome.
I expect you to slide down after him.
Like, he should have Oscars on this. At least
There's
nominations.
different races.
There's no pattern.
Somebody trained him. Somebody loved him. Somebody sold him that gun. We find them. We find our guy.
I'm digging this tone, man. It's not quite like as
I
voracious,
can think of two reasons why you might be getting a good read on that.
visceral. I mean, as like a Red Dragon. But
Why do I have to play by your
it
rules?
seems gritty,
Because they
right?
thought I'd understand you.
You making any progress?
Well, I'm here.
Oh, that was Ralph Ineson's voice. So Ralph Ineson is going to be the bad guy. You heard his voice there at the end, right?
You making any progress?
Yeah, that's Ralph. Very distinct voice. So he's going to be, yeah, it is going to be a little bit like Silence of the Lambs. She knocks on the wrong door, or she thinks that it's the wrong door, but it's really, she stumbles in on the killer kind of thing, right? Coming soon. To Catch a Killer, April 21st. I'm glad I caught that one because that looked good. Chris Schroeper says, I heard that The Mandalorian Season 3 will contain almost 2 season finale. What? Arglass says, I watched The Boston Strangler with Keira Knightley. It has a similar tone to Catch a Killer. Does it? Did you watch Catch a Killer there, Arglass? It says April. It says what did it say there? August, right? August 21st. But I dig that trailer, man. Yeah, or April 21st. Wait a minute. April 21st? So that's just this week. I don't think that's coming out. It says theatrical release. Let me just pull up my... Ben Mendelsohn as an actor. This looks gripping. I'll check it out. Yeah, I want to check it out. But it sucks that it completely flew under the radar, man. Like, other than today, like, did anybody else ever hear about this? Like, the marketing campaign has been underwhelming, to say the least. Okay, let's just take a look on... I'm looking at a big theater here. Seeing what their listings are for the weekend. Lego Man Family. Whoops. So they're not going to play that there Thursday. See if they got an early listing for it. Renfield, Pope's Exorcist, Suzume, Evil Dead Rise, and that's coming out Thursday. And Chevalier, or whatever, it's coming out. How to Blow Up a Pipeline. Huh, the heck is that? Never even heard that. Suzume. So they don't have it listing there. Where else could I find it then, James? Maybe I'll just search here. That if it is playing anywhere, it should show. It should show anywhere in North America. I'm not seeing it. Bummer, man. Oh, there it is. Okay. Get tickets. Where's it playing? No showtimes have been found. Okay, well, that's for today. Okay. Well, when are showtimes going to be found? Geez, this website is so clunky, isn't it? Oh well. Yeah. Weavers, I love all the chick detective stories. I bet they passed the Bechdel test. Yeah, I bet they do. Especially with Shailene. Because she's mindful of that stuff. Okay, so let's try Monday. Got it for there for Monday. Okay, so it is playing Monday, but where? At Cinema Cineplex Forum invite 5. Oh, you guys can't see there. It's 593 kilometers away from me. That's where it's playing. I'm not driving 6 hours to get. It sounds like it's in Cineplex. See how they put the dash over the E? It sounds like it's playing in Quebec somewhere. So I'll have to wait for another release of that one. Bummer. Anyway, I kind of wasted time on that one. Chris Schubert said, I heard Pedro Pascal might be replaced in Mandalorian Season 4. Yeah, well, we that's TMZ stuff. I haven't heard anything substantial. Yeah, that there's supposed to be like the rumors that they're having outs with each other, but I just haven't been able to find anything concrete that Pedro has beefs. No, I preempted the trailer to Catch a Killer. It looks like a little more modern and dramatic. Yeah, Artglass. Well, that looks good. Anyway, let's continue on with some more movie news headlines. get back into this. This is nice. Now, this was, I think Chris said this the other day too. But at least we're getting confirmation now of this. Mortal Kombat 2 starts filming in Australia this summer. Yeah, so there's the official confirmation, I suppose. Hey, until a big trade runs with it, I know that these headlines appear like on rumor sites, the phishing sites, where they throw out ideas to see what sticks. I know these topics come up in rumor sites, but okay. The producer, Todd Garner himself, has confirmed the sequel is going to start filming this June. So that's good. We're not going to, yeah, guys. Sadly, all of our requests to have Cole Young be a minor character in it that's not going to happen. He's still going to be there. Looks like it's going to be in Australia. They're going to start in Australia. Okay, we'll start filming in Australia, intended to be wrapped in September. So June, July, August. June, July, August. So a 90-day shoot. That's going to be tight, man. But hey, if you're not directing like a 4-hour movie like Scorsese, then, you know, having a 3-hour or 3-month shoot, that's about right, I would say. The news has been confirmed by producer, on his Twitter. That's good. So confirmation that Mortal Kombat 2 is going to start filming this year. So hopefully for a 2024 release. I'll be looking forward to that. Because Johnny Cage is going to be in this. So if they're going to be starting to shoot soon, so hopefully then we're going to get some casting news as to who is going to be Johnny Cage, who's going to be Katana. And I guess because they killed Melina in the first one, I don't know if we're going to be able to watch that. We're not going to be able to watch the Melina Katana story unfold for us. I think that kind of sucks. Yeah, but we watched the Mortal Kombats here on the channel, and we had fun with both of them. Yeah, we had fun with both of them. Where is Mortal Kombat 2? Yeah, and I made that video when 2 weeks ago. I made that video, so maybe my video that only got 244 views was enough for them to start posting some news about it. as if a producer saw this show and said, "Oh, there's a guy on YouTube asking where Mortal Kombat 2 is. Well, we better give it out." Hey, why is it not showing my classic Mortal Kombat? Did my classic one get blocked? Uh-oh. I don't think it did. Like we did the 90s version, and we did the newer one, full live watch-alongs. So I was going to confirm here that the older one. Sometimes YouTube blocks things and they don't give the notices through. Like every time that I've been trying to fix Revenge of the Sith, it still pops up as blocked. Because we did both, right? Where's Mortal Kombat 2? Yeah, I see your old and new watch-alongs. Okay. Maybe I'm not seeing it here. Did I mispronounce? Did I? Huh. You know what I can do? Just go to the playlists. It'll be in the playlists, right? Full live watch-alongs. Sorry that I'm digressing here, guys. Oh, well, I'll have to find it later. James, you're inceptioning yourself. Maybe I am. Could have sworn. I'll have to figure that out later. All right, whatever. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. Partially. Oh, that's why it's not showing. It's partially blocked. That's right. For some reasons. Only 9 views. What? I don't care if it can't be monetized. I don't care about that. Partially blocked. Oh my god. In Canada. Oh my god. So I got to fix Mortal Kombat. Wow, look at all that block. All right. Luckily, it gives me a timestamp here, so I'll have to fix the Mortal Kombat. Wow. Add that to the list. Bummer, man. But the newer one is there. Anyway, I'm digressing. Let's get back into the movie news. Storylines we'd like to see for legendary Street Fighter series. Television rights. Legendary Entertainment segment. We know that we're going to get a new live-action movie. What are some storylines that we want to see in a series? Well, we can just go back to the Street Fighter 2V series, which I do want to watch with you guys. Full live watch-alongs of Street Fighter 2V, which is a good series. Sagat accepts his fate, where basically Ken and Ryu just travel around the world looking for fighters and trying to learn new styles and techniques. That was Street Fighter 2V. It's a great series, actually. There is a full playlist in my playlist files, except for the first episode. Street Fighter 2V, it was like really rough anime. Like some of the animation plates just weren't fully complete, so it's kind of like they reuse some of the same clips over and over again. But I enjoyed the tone of it. I liked where they were going, but I think it was one of those series that kind of ran out of money towards the end, so they had to wrap things up rather quickly. But yeah, it's got like Bison in there. Quick 23-minute episodes. Ken and Ryu. I like this series quite a bit. And I do want to watch full live watch-alongs with you guys, because it's got like Cammy. It does all the characters justice, except the only person you don't see is E Honda for some reason. Yeah, they don't have the pilot episode, but you can find the pilot episode out there, where you see Guile and stuff. Let's see if I can. Yeah. So yeah, if you like Ken and Ryu stuff, like that's that's cool. Anyway, yeah. All right, what's next? Speed writer pitches his concept for Speed 3. Speed 3. Well, wasn't it recently that Keanu said that if he would entertain the idea of coming back for a Speed, but you would have to also bring back Sandra Bullock. They do have good chemistry. And it sucks that my watch-along for Lake House got blocked. And it got blocked so badly that they just took down the whole thing. I couldn't edit it. That sucks. Just for that one scene where they're talking about the book, one of the books that she likes, because there's some music playing in the background that caught it. Maybe one day we'll rewatch it again. Maybe in a year or so, we'll rewatch that movie, because I really like The Lake House. I think what Keanu said was, if the script was good enough, and that's what it really comes down to. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Yeah. My old joke from Speed 3 was, this time it's 60 and that's it. Just a little faster. So instead of 50 miles per hour, it's 60. Just a little faster, but the same damn thing. And everyone involved is 60. In their 60s now. Okay. It's like when you see John Wick. Each one is the same movie, basically, but they're great. I still enjoy them, but they're brutal. So just another scenario. I don't know if that would work. If he's like retired now. There's something that you could do there, I think. Yeah. there's something there that you could do with the concept of speed. But like, I mean, his character in it, like we only see them for like a day, right? It's kind of like, it's not as if his character was like Neo or anything like that. He wasn't the chosen one for anything. He was just that cop in that scenario at that time. He wasn't like John McClane or anything. Well, that's what you would be turning him into. But I don't know. I'd see a Speed 3. I would. There was nothing. Lucasfilm boss suggests Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie was never going to happen. So yeah, this was one of the projects that got canceled. Well, apparently, according to Kathleen Kennedy, it was never going to happen. She said this about the quote, Kevin Feige's project was something announced in the press or I suppose fandom, but there was nothing. Nothing ever got developed. We never discussed an idea. As everybody knows, Kevin is a huge Star Wars fan. If he did come up with something, I would be all ears, but that's never really happened. So it's not an abandoned project. So she's just trying to course correct for some announcements there that we all knew that Kevin Feige had come out and said that he was going to be trying to put together a Star Wars movie. We all heard that. And then people were like, put him in charge. Don't just do that. Put him in charge. It's like, guys, yeah. I guess it doesn't really matter now. It's moot, right? Doesn't have any consequence if he was or wasn't. It's never going to happen. It would have been cool to see what he would have come up with, but there were talks about he was going to have certain writers developing stuff for him for it. But all that kind of got jangled, and well, now with the announcements of the Dave Filoni, James Mangold movies and the Rey spin-off film, which still boggles my mind. Those are the three ones that they're going to go with. Kevin Feige's, according to Kathleen Kennedy, his Star Wars movie was never going to happen. We'll talk about this a little bit more on the Horror Weekly Roundup. James McAvoy is going to reteam with Blumhouse for Speak No Evil. It's an American version of the Danish film Speak No Evil, August 9th, 2024. The one that I was going to watch, but then I kind of got sidetracked on it. Speak No Evil, where it's kind of like, wasn't it about a man finds a family that's out camping or something and asks to come into their house or something, or they become friends, but then he basically tortures them all to death, basically, right? That's Speak No Evil. It's supposed to be very brutal and violent. Again, they want to Americanize it for August 9th, 2024. The remake hails from filmmaker James Watkins, who previously helmed Eden Lake and The Woman in Black, and an episode for Black Mirror. Yeah. A Weaver says, Speed 3, I left my blinker on. Yeah, that's funny. Speed 3, are they still doing construction on this road? Well, yeah, there's that too. You wouldn't be able to have Daniels come back, right? No. We have an Irish comedy called Father Ted, where a speed episode with a milk float has to stay above 5 miles per hour. That's epic. Huh. Yeah, we'll talk about that Speak No Evil more on the weekend. Okay, guys, that's almost an hour. Unbelievable. Netflix Beef producers. Yeah, if you've been watching Beef, I was tempted to start it today, actually, but then I saw this headline and I was kind of like, because everybody said that Beef is good, but now one of the actors in it, I guess, had this story. Now, I read this. This happened years ago when he went to a rub and tug, apparently. He coerced one of the massagers to take care of his needs. And that's a polite way of saying it. He forced her, basically, to do it. That's just gross. Yeah, as a producer, I can understand why you would want to keep silent on it. You just basically hope that it'll go away, and then you just don't work with the dude ever again. So this will be the last time that we see this guy around. I just don't understand it. Maybe he's got connections. How these people still get work. It boggles my mind. Maxine, Mia Goth describes sequel as superhero movie. We'll talk about this a little bit more on the Horror Weekly Roundup too. Maxine is the third movie in X and Pearl. We watched X here. I haven't seen where Pearl is streaming. Pearl has got some really... Well, actually, so did X. I'm so impressed, like with X, how we danced around all of the adult scenes, because they're out there making an adult movie. How I danced around that, because I never saw it before we did our full watch along. How I danced around that stuff. It's masterful work for me, because we did it live. I'm just like baffled on how that worked, but I'm glad that it did, because I liked X, and Kevin Bacon is joining this one. Elizabeth Debicki. Yeah, we looked at the cast for that yesterday. So a superhero movie. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I'll be looking forward to that. All right, let's go over to my Twitter page and see if we can round it out. Of course, as of yesterday too, I got a question for you guys here in the live chat too. When I post those questions, I try to experiment. One, I post like my idea of it, but then like worst movie, like a good scene in a bad movie. Like I showed the clip from Jaws, right? Do you guys like it when you show the clip, or do you prefer it when I just ask the question? Because sometimes, like, I try to push the buttons. Like, I know that a lot of people like Scott Pilgrim versus the World. So I put that in there as an example to try to get people to talk about it. Like that's what those shorts are designed to do. They're designed to try to get interaction. And I know people really love Scott Pilgrim versus the World, so it's kind of like I took a risk posting that one. But you know what? You know that the Mother of Dragons one, that just happened. Like, you know how you load up your screen and sometimes on the sidebar here it'll say like suggested. That just showed up on the sidebar while I was getting ready to record the Jar Jar one, and I was just watching it. I was like, because I do like Emilia Clarke as Daenerys. She's awesome. And I was just watching, and I was kind of like, oh, watch that. Any new trailers for City on Fire? Chris Schober said that one came out, right? City on Fire. I don't know what that's about. If it's going to be a movie or not. What's the other one that dropped? Prehistoric Planet teaser trailer. I don't know what that's about. Yeah. All the Light We Cannot See. I don't know what that's about, but okay. Yeah. Let's go over to the Twitterverse. Your Scott Pilgrim post was funny. Well, that too, right? I don't know. I just take shots in the dark. You just got to roll with it. Ari Aster on Extreme Reactions. Bo is afraid. I love it. So he's well. That's good. There's Ari Aster right there, and there's Joaquin Phoenix. At least he's taking it with. He knows that when he's like me, like when I make that Scott Pilgrim thing, I know that there's going to be bad reactions to it because people will be like, "Oh, this is an interesting question," but no, I really like it. But I really like that. So why are you saying that? So it's kind of like, yeah, he's taking it with stride. So that's good. Bo is Afraid is opening up this weekend, so I'm going to try to find it, guys, but I want to watch Evil Dead Rise, but for some reason it's only playing at 7 o'clock on Thursdays, and I have an appointment to do something at 8 o'clock, and it's not playing again that night, so I may not be able to go see Evil Dead Rise until Friday afternoon, which sucks, but at least I'll be up for like spoiler discussions and stuff on the Saturday Horror Roundup show. Michelle Yeoh will return as Emperor Philippa Georgiou for Star Trek Discovery spin-off Paramount Plus Section 3. No, you know what I want? I want a 7 of 9, Captain 7 of 9 spin-off series from Picard. That's what I want. Peaches, the Bowser song. Peaches, peaches, peaches. Yeah. Now, who didn't like that song? The Super Mario Bros. Movie debuts at 83 on the Billboard's Hot 100. I mean, it's a very simple song, but I thought it was fun. Yeah, the questions are good with a bit of reference, especially if it illustrates your own choice opinion. Okay. Chris Sober says, I have to go to courthouse in Duluth, Minnesota today because someone was following me when I was walking around when they called the cops. Oh. Bummer, man. Well, hopefully you get that all sorted out. All right. Where are we at with Bowser and Peaches? No, Jack Black. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. First poster for Patrick Wilson's Insidious in the Red Door. Okay, so I'm going to have to save that for the Horror Weekly Roundup show. Yeah, we're going to get a teaser for this. They've been ramping up the marketing materials for this. It comes out this June, right? Insidious Chapter 5. Insidious the Red Door. And what is it with red doors? Like Picard had a red door. It's like that signifies behind there's something that's supposed to be bad. I don't understand that. Face Your Demons, but it's Patrick Wilson's first movie as a director. So, yeah. Poster doesn't really do much for me. It's kind of a little bit of a lackluster poster. This is creepy. That's creepy. Wow, that's really zoomed in there. Why is that zoomed in? Yeah, that's kind of creepy, yeah. Okay. Prime Video, John White's TV series. Don't need the TV series. Is that a red door or red light on a door? No, it's a red door. Chris Schober says, and I have disabilities. Bummer, man. And they were so rough with me, and you should have never had done this to me. Well, dude, I hope you get that sorted out, man. We'll be rooting for you here, for sure. Just don't be scared, man, and don't let them get. What I would do is kind of like, don't let them show that they're getting through to you, right? Like emotion wise. Just pay attention to the judge and what he's saying. And if you don't understand, don't be afraid to say that I don't quite understand what they're saying, because you don't want them to hamstring you, right? Outer Banks. Because I think one thing that's universal about most law systems, because I'm in Canada here, I'm not in the States, is that I think you do have the right to clarify what they mean by certain things. Because some of the law language can go like right over your head, like the whole kind of procedures and stuff. What's this? The Sweet East. I don't know what that is. A journey through America by a woman granted access to the strange sects and cults proliferating in the country. Huh. Cults. That's very topical right now too, right? Cults, people in cults. The Sweet East. Jacob Elordi. Yeah, he was a name thrown out there as a possible Superman. But I don't know. July 21st. We'll see Barbie and Oppenheimer, same date. Yeah. Selena Gomez surprised her Only Murders in the Building co-star. You know, I watched the first episode of Only Murders in the Building, and I liked it, but it was kind of like, it felt a little too Hollywood-ish, you know? And Selena Gomez is in that. We were making fun of my very old and outdated phone, and then this generous icon surprised me on the day of a brand new iPhone. Okay, so she gave him an iPhone? Selena Gomez is cool. Anne Hathaway is definitely cool. Cover of Elle Japan. Fashion icons, huh? I like that. That's a good cover. I like the green. Yeah. Jonathan Majors has reportedly been dropped by, well, that's not reportedly, it's confirmed now. Yeah. Suki Waterhouse says she's currently filming a new project with Sam Claflin. Suki Waterhouse. Joanna. That's her, right? Okay, cool. Sam Claflin. He was in the Hunger Games movies, and he was also in the first Enola Holmes movie. Happy birthday to Rooney Mara. Oh, it's Rooney Mara. Is it her birthday today, or looks like it was 17 hours ago, so maybe it was yesterday. But congrats to her. We like Rooney Mara on this channel. She was really good in Women Talking. She was really good in Women Talking. We don't see enough of her. And she's going to be working with Joaquin Phoenix on a project where they both get stranded in like an island together or something like that. I can't wait to see that one. Greta Gerwig, Barbie. Is there like going to be like a new Barbie spread coming out or something? They're showing a lot of Barbie here, which I got no problem. I mean, hey, I'll never say no to looking at pictures of Margot Robbie. James, you can't say that. That's creepy. Oh, well, sorry, I just did. Patrick Wilson, Rose Byrne. Yeah, they're returning for Insidious, The Red Door. In theaters July 7th. July 7th, right, that's when that comes out. Okay, Patrick Wilson makes his directorial debut with Insidious, The Red Door. First trailer for Patrick Wilson's Red Door will be released Wednesday. Oh, so tomorrow, guys. We'll be watching that trailer for that's what I just said, right? They're ramping up the marketing. So teaser trailer or a full trailer for Insidious 5, The Red Door will be tomorrow. So we'll have lots of stuff to talk about for the Horror Weekly Roundup show. I'll do a trailer reaction for that. Oh, there we go. There's a better look of Ariana, because the other one they posted the other day was just her walking up the stairs from really far away, right? That's a better. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what she can do as an actress. Really looking forward to it. It's a musical though, so yeah, and she can sing. So, well, the Witches of Oz, right? That looks great. I like. I think she's gonna be really good in this role. That's cool, man. I dig that. Maybe I'll have to make a short about that one. Yeah. Yeah, I'll make a short about that. James McAvoy, Speak No Evil. Yeah. This guy's getting a little too close to Selena for my taste. I don't know if I like it. Whatever. Ethan Cohen's road trip movie, Drive Away Dolls, to hit theaters September 22nd. Margaret Qualley, Coleman Domingo, Brand. We like him as an actor. Pedro Pascal. All right. Well, I think that covers everything. Oh, there's the Pedro Pascal about Runaway Dolls. I don't. Do you guys believe that stuff about Din Djarin, about the Mandalorian, that he's not happy in that role? Do you believe that? The Mandalorian headlines, like, people are running with it, but I just kind of like, until I get concrete proof that something like that, then I don't know. Parker Posey wants to return to the Scream franchise. I actually pitched, can I be in another dimension and come back? Hope so. I'd love to do it. Yeah, she was great about Scream 3. When we watched Scream 3, every time that she was on screen, I was like, smile on my face. But sadly, yeah, she's kind of like, Drew Barrymore just came out and said this too. My character could come back too, right? It's like, no, you guys got stabbed. Brutally. Stabbed. Violently. It would be cool to see her back. But hey, you know what? I would say this. There could be a twin of her. Why not? Right? That's what I would say. But Parker Posey, she's in something this weekend, right? She's in Beau is Afraid. Yeah. Jen Draper says, hi, LOL, P. Hey, easy there, Jen. Don't spam. I'd hope Pedro Pascal is not being shortchanged and gets out of the Mandalorian until Dave Filoni's movie. Well, I hope that but the Pedro Pascal stuff, if there is some bad blood brewing up there, hopefully they deal with it behind the scenes and it doesn't get out with people trying to cash in with some sensationalize stuff, right? That's what I'm hoping. All right. I'm not going to ban. I don't ban people, but I put them in a. We can use a user timeout. There, timed out. So there, I can put them in a user timeout. It happens. Hey, you know what? We should count our blessings for that. Because normally they have like bots that come in and spam about girls wild and all that kind of stuff. We haven't seen that. YouTube has been really cracking down on that stuff. I haven't seen them in the chats recently. But every now and then they pop up. Are you having some seizure issue? Yeah. I think it's a bot. I think that person's a bot. But whatever. Well, as I said, we'll have to wait and see what happens with the Pedro Pascal stuff. And you're right, our glass. I hope that he's not getting shortchanged or screwed around behind the scenes, and they deal with it in house. Deal with that drama all in house. That's what I would want, and for respect for Pedro Pascal. Morvith Clark has confirmed that Anil Karma's modern adaptation of Hamlet, starring Riz Ahmed and Joe Alwyn, Clark is in the works. Oh, so they were going to do a Hamlet with Riz Ahmed. That's cool. Was he going to be a new Hamlet? Cool. I'd love to see that. The film will see Hamlet move through London's elite circles and attend exuberant parties, going through lengths to avenge his father. So who's she going to play? Ophelia? That'd be kind of fun to see her go crazy, right? Or maybe she plays the mother. No, she's too young to play. Well, it was a stepmother, right? No, it was Hamlet's real mother, and he runs her through, right? He stabs her lover through the tapestry, right? Because she's, well, anyway, I like Morvith Clark, so that's cool. This is going to be a modern Hamlet. Wasn't Ethan Hawke in a modern version of Hamlet too? Yeah, Buffer says Morvith Clark is a good actress. Yeah, just like all the complaints from Rings of Power of like her as Galadriel were about her character. They weren't about her acting. Her acting was fine. I liked her as. I want to watch Rings of Power again. I really do. Hamlet spoilers. LOL. Oh yeah. The first Mario is expected to gross $1 billion globally. Yeah, we forecasted that yesterday, right? That is going to make $1 billion. The first one to make $1 billion this year. Starling Girl. I don't even know what the heck that is. Starring Eliza Scranlon and Lewis Pullman. First poster. Oops. It's white. Very white. I don't even know what the heck that is. Filming for The Industry, Season 3. Okay, we don't need that. Looks like we've pretty much wrapped everything up here today, guys. New teaser for Little Mermaid is out. Okay. Official trailer for The Boogeyman that we saw. All right. We've run 20 minutes over time anyway. Yep. Ethan did a quintessential Gen X Hamlet. I think I like that version too. It was a little bit, they took out some parts. It was a smaller version. Let's see. Like if you want to see one that's really true to like the actual story, like the actual script. Then you would watch the Kenneth Branagh 4-hour version of it. Yeah, 2000. He did one. Bill Murray was in it. Julia Stiles was Ophelia in that one. Okay. Tom McLaughlin. Huh. Liev Schreiber was Laertes. At 29. He was playing 29. Oh, yeah, he was fairly young in that one. Huh. New York City. I need to watch that one again. I want to watch that one. Damn. I'll have to find it. Hamlet, you have your mother's ears much offended. Yeah. Cool, man. I have to check that out. Anyway, that's it for me today, guys. Yeah, I'll publish a bunch more shorts this afternoon. That's just the way it's going to go. And then tomorrow morning, we'll be watching the Clone Wars movie and watching the season finale for Mandalorian. See how this wraps up. What's going to happen? Are we going to see Din Djarin's face? How's this going to set up? Are we going to see a hint of Thrawn in it? Come join us tomorrow for Star Wars Day here on the channel Mirror Domains. And then, of course, we'll be doing some other stuff. Good luck, Blue Jays. Oh, yeah, we got hammered yesterday from the Astros. Gossman. Blown up for like 7 runs in the first inning. They're terrible. That's just bad baseball. Anyway, that's me. I'll be watching the Leafs tonight, guys. Maple Leafs tonight. Yep. And oh yeah, I'll put up the poll. I'll put up the poll for the Grumpy Man Reacts next week. I'll be doing that. But go Maple Leafs. See you next time. Thank you for joining me in the live chat. Chris Schober, A. Weaver, Arglass Vikings, Biford the Hobbit, and for the little bit of Jen for a little bit there before things went off the rails. I'll see you next time. You're watching Mirror Domains. Mirror Domains.